What were we talking about again?
James, live action role.
Okay, they're making a live action Lion King,
King.
and I actually don't think The Lion King is the best Disney movie. I think it's really overhyped.
I forget everything.
I really like The Lion King.
It's a good movie.
But I feel like the praise that it gets
a little overshadowing.
is a little crazy because I don't think it deserves all that praise. Like, it's a really good movie, and it's got an amazing soundtrack and stuff, but I actually think Aladdin's better.
Yeah.
I remember Whoopi Goldberg being in Lion King.
I guess it's just because
at
the time for animation, a movie of that size and scope and scale, like the opening scene alone,
I mean,
it's amazing. Like,
I mean, there's like that, and
the cinematography and stuff is awesome. It's just like
just like it's a very complex, intense storyline. Like a brother killing brother for the throne, and then
Well, apparently people were like, it's Hamlet, but lions, and I'm like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I think I did Hamlet once, but it was a long time ago, in like 9th grade or something. That's my butthole.
Oh my god.
But I still think Aladdin's better, just like in the scale, like there was no bullshit stuff like, oh god, I can't
forget everything that happens.
It's just
in
very
Aladdin.
straightforward and fun.
Yeah.
Yo, what even
it's not even that
happens
fun.
in
It's like
Aladdin?
it's pretty dark. Well,
he
so
wants
Aladdin
to be a
is
prince to get the princess's attention, but then Jafar also wants the princess and the throne and shit.
But the coolest thing is that Aladdin doesn't get fooled by the stupid magic, and he's like, that's bullshit. And it's because Jafar is like conniving and a smart villain. He figures out a way to get the lamp
by stealing it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in such a long time, so
I just saw it like this summer.
So I can't really.
It still holds up. Like even the stuff the genie says is still fucking hilarious.
It's Rob Williams, right?
Yeah, improvising all the dialogue basically.
It's really funny stuff, and it's actually like emotional. The Lion King was really good. It's just, maybe it's because I saw Aladdin, and then watched The Lion King, but
I don't know if we really want a live action reboot.
Well, it's one of those. It's one of those Disney things. Like they keep doing the live action, like the Jungle Book and
Jungle Book. I understand because that's been adapted differently all the time. But how do you adapt The Lion King, which was an original movie?
Yeah,
I don't know how you reboot that.
You know what Disney might be doing? They might be releasing the original Star Wars trilogy of like not like.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome! I just want a Blu-ray version of the original, like uncut.
Like they aren't gonna do like a special edition like re-release, so they're not gonna do like an edited.
Untouched.
Like it's just the untouched version because like a lot of people are saying like, well, it's Disney and they also want money, and you know what's gonna get them the most money? That.
Yeah.
Like I would have no problem paying money for that.
I'm really excited for what is it, Episode 8 for Star Wars, just because like I really want them to do something new.
I'm excited for that. And Rogue One, it's just because like Rogue One it comes out so soon.
Rogue One looks like a war movie set in Star Wars, like an actual war movie.
Gritty. It's cool.
Is it supposed to be like a heist movie?
Yeah, it's
essentially kind of like a heist movie, but there's a lot of like warfare scenes.
The Mandalorian job.
Like I'll probably see it when it comes. I don't think I'll see it in theaters, but I'll definitely watch it at some point.
It's got fucking Donnie Yen.
I'll probably end up seeing it in theaters. It's just because it's like
Star Wars.
And it's one of those movies. When I see a movie, I think I want to see that in a movie theater.
Yeah, and that's one of those movies I really want to see.
The Force Awakens, I saw in like the IMAX 3D, and I was like, oh shit, dude, it was pretty cool.
As soon as Preston told me that, like, it was amazing in IMAX, I literally went like that following like few days
it was
just
so
to go
good
see it in
with the
IMAX.
IMAX 3D, like that space part. It actually felt like there was depth. I was like, whoa.
Like you actually felt like it was like I'm in the infinite. Like
it gave me a little bit of a shock because I was like, oh shit, we're in space.
You know, I went to an arcade recently, and they have like a simulator of being a fighter pilot.
I played that, and it was, and the wind blows in your hair, and I was like,
and the music kicks, and you're going upside down.
I know.
Chills going,
I was like, I had chills and like a little bit of tears. I was like, this is so good, dude.
That's awesome.
I just want to have that in my life all the time.
Why just in my room? I just stay and just.
I don't want to be in real life. I just want this.
I'm just sitting there like spinning around.
It's so awesome. It's like this like dome thing too. You get it, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And the music kicks in, and like the wind starts blowing, and you're flying. You're like, because I did the Death Star battle, I was like, fuck it, I gotta do the Death Star battle.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I want to be a hero.
Good. Oh.
Oh.
But
And it's funny because I didn't grow up with Star Wars. Star Wars was a more recent thing for me to watch. I don't think I watched it until like grade 6 or 5.
I honestly, I grew up watching Return of the Jedi, and that was it.
I didn't watch a lot of The only like really popular good movie that I watched like frequently when I was a kid was Ghostbusters.
Mine was, I think, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's, the like original Star Wars, like the.
Like most of my favorite movies nowadays are just like movies that I've seen almost like recently. Except for Who Framed Roger Rabbit was also one of those things that I watched a lot as a kid.
I really like that.
I love that movie.
There was the old kids movie I remember.
Toy Story 2 was my favorite thing ever.
Oh god.
There's this one kids movie I remember. I don't know if you guys have seen it or heard it. It's got John Goodman in it. It's called
Monsters Inc.
No.
I don't know. It's a little indie film.
No. It's called
Monsters University.
The Borrowers.
The Borrowers.
Borrowers.
Oh my god, there's a book on that.
There's
the little people, right?
They're little people, and they like. If I show you a.
No, there was a book on it in Miss Johns' class.
Yeah, it was like based off the book or something. Like I remember the movie. Like I remember everything about it. Like.
This game on PlayStation 3 is garbage.
Oh.
Why'd you do that?
I hit the wrong button.
This game on my old PlayStation 3 is like barely playable.
They had a remake of it too, apparently.
But I think with the episode 8 of Star Wars, we're gonna get something a little different because
I'm hoping so.
Because you know who's writing and directing it? The guy who made Looper.
I don't know if you know the cover, but like
there was one part in Looper that bothered me.
But that's just the VHS cover of it.
I got nothing, man.
There was one part where the one guy gets captured and he's getting tortured, and like.
Wait, in Looper? Or?
Yeah, in Looper, and he gets his like limbs chopped off, and the guy in the future acts as if it's like a total surprise. That wouldn't happen though. If you so say there was a past you and a future you. Yeah. If the past you got his legs chopped off, the future you wouldn't be surprised. The future you'd be like, I lived with this for like 80 years.
Well, I guess his memories are like changing.
But it wouldn't. No, Coleman, it wouldn't happen like that. If your future, like. If you got your legs chopped off now, your future self in like 80 years wouldn't be like, oh shit, my legs are gone.
No, they wouldn't do that. But I mean, it would hurt because you'd be living, and then all of a sudden your memories would just change, right?
Well, it wouldn't hurt you. You just, I don't think it hurt.
It wouldn't hurt physically. No, it would.
No, but he's like, oh.
Yeah, he's like
it's
physically going at it. Like it would hurt.
It doesn't
you,
make
on the inside,
sense in the way they acted it out and stuff.
Knowing that like your legs are chopped off, but
if
if you're
like I said, if there was a past me and a future me who's like 60 years older,
I'm right here.
If past me got his legs chopped off as a torture thing, the future me would not be any different. The future me would be like, oh shit, this is just normal. This is how I've lived for like 60 years. Because I haven't seen it, but I saw like a video on someone doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But it's still like.
No, it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, that one part was...
Yeah.
There was just a discussion I was reading about...
Play Run Around Rex.
Like, almost something like that, like, where you were saying with, like, the, like, futures, like, self, like, knowing something. Like, there was, like, some sort of, like, a discussion on a site I was reading about.
Oh, okay. I was like... I thought you were talking about, like, a conversation we had, and I was like...
Oh, no.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I don't have a very good memory, though.
I only have a good memory when it comes to, like, really key things.
I have a good memory when it comes to stupid stuff.
Well, same thing with that, like...
Remember that poop joke I made on September 29th, 1974?
Oh, yeah. Good old 1974.
Making all them...
At 3:03 in the morning.
Making all them poop jokes.
I remember everything from 1974.
Yeah, Godfather Part 2, Chinatown. Conversations.
I remember everything from 1978. It's the year...
Deer Hunter.
It's the year Renegade came out by Styx.
Halloween.
That's the year Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas came out.
John Carpenter's Halloween.
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah. I'm so excited for Halloween.
Same. I love
This whole
Halloween.
damn place is falling apart.
Well, except for the fact that last Halloween sucked. Was it last Halloween?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was pretty fun for me.
Well, it was depressing for me because my dog died. So it was, I had a fun time too.
Sorry.
Went to a party and just sat there like sleeping because I'm an antisocial prick. And then like I got home and my parents were like, "Yeah, your dog's dead," and I'm like, "Oh, it's a good time to be alive, guys." Good old 2015. 15? Yeah, 15. 2015 is the best year of all time.
It's weird thing that was almost a year ago.
I know. I wish it didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We had a pact that we wouldn't let either one of us fall asleep at that party.
You fucking
Yeah, that worked out real well.
I'm sorry.
Aiden just walked off.
I just fucking cheesed it and I did fall asleep.
I didn't cheese. I stepped out
Yeah,
into the
I threw stuff
backyard
at
and I lost track of time.
It's not even like I could join in on the conversation.
There were a
It's
lot of things going on.
I feel like I got phased out of that. Like,
And
we
then that
both showed up
conversation
as
changed Aiden's life forever.
Yep.
we both showed up as strangers, and then like I just got phased out. You like merged in, and then I was just sitting there like, I don't get any of this.
Aiden
Makes
just
no
comes
sense.
back. I'm a new person. Hi, how are you?
Everyone's weird.
Aiden, where were you? I really have no idea.
That's my first time in that social group. I mean, it's just normal now.
Oh man, I'm in a different social group now.
I know, Aiden keeps changing. I keep like adapting, and then he just fucking leaves.
I mean, I just kind of went there and then we just left. I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Me and me merge well into most things.
I don't know. It's kind of like, hey, I'm into this.
You're not hard
Cool.
to like talk to.
Oh my god, I just let them talk and it's like, all right.
That's what I do. I can't strike conversation to save my life,
Same.
especially with people I don't know.
Like honestly,
I know.
like I know this sounds like really like douchey, but it's kind of like, if I want to like start a conversation with someone,
What the fuck? Why do you?
some of the time, like the reason why I won't is just because I don't really want to talk to
I
said
don't know, what
person
is
for
it,
like a long time. It's like 4 minutes left. Almost 2.
It ended like an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.